In today's video, we're taking a look at the best settings for Warzone when streaming. Yo guys, welcome back to another video on our channel, and today we're taking a look at the best settings to have on PC when you're streaming or recording YouTube videos on Warzone. Just quickly before we do jump into these settings, if you guys are new around here, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ding on the bell for more Call of Duty tips and tricks, class out videos and update videos on the game. And if this video does help you out and you are going to use it while streaming or recording, then please let me know in the comments below and smash a big thumbs up. If we can try and hit 15 likes on this one, that'd be absolutely great, guys. But yeah, let's just jump over into the settings. So when it comes to settings, in terms of the general stuff, you can literally have this what you want. You obviously can run your own field of view, you can run whatever brightness you prefer and all this good stuff. This doesn't really make any difference to how your PC is going to run. It's mainly where the graphics are that is where your PC is going to be able to tell if it's running. This VRAM usage, it looks like I'm only halfway through it, so it's not going to use a lot. But you've got to bear in mind, when you're streaming, it's going to take up a lot of that. And also, apparently this bar doesn't actually represent it correctly. So when I'm streaming, I'm always playing on full screen, as you don't drop as many frames. You always sit on like 70 plus FPS per second, so as long as you are playing full screen, it doesn't matter. You can switch in and out of full screen borderless when switching between monitors or something while streaming, which is what I do personally. Obviously, your display adapter and your display monitor are going to be whichever ones you've got them set up on, which is absolutely fine. And then render resolution, I run 1920 by 1080 and I run it on 100. It just makes the game look really crisp and it doesn't push it too hard so that it lags out while you're playing. So things like aspect ratio make no difference to the game itself. This is all going to be what suits your monitor and which area you're streaming the game to. So this is all personal stuff. This won't make much of a difference within the game. However, VSync I always have disabled, as it doesn't limit your monitor's refresh rate. But if you guys do want to limit this, then that is perfectly fine. I personally don't. However, if you want to, then you are obviously more than welcome to. It doesn't make too much of a difference. I play on, as you can see, custom gameplay limit is up to 300. I just play for unlimited FPS. I usually end up playing on about between 70 and 100, so I could cap it at 100 to just cap it there, but there's no real reason. It doesn't make much of a difference to me, so I keep it on 300. However, if this is something you're struggling with, just drop it down to just drop the limit down to 60 FPS. The game doesn't really need to run much higher than that, so you'll be fine if you play it there. So when we come down to the details and textures, I run the texture resolution on normal, as it keeps the game looking nice, but it's not really, you don't need to have it on high. It's really not crucial to have it on high. It doesn't make too much of a difference. Down to texture, filter, anisotropic, whatever that is, I just have it on low. Literally, it makes zero difference to the gameplay. You don't, the picture looks like it makes a big difference, but it really, you don't even notice it when you're playing in game, guys. So I would definitely have this on low, because otherwise it's just using unnecessary RAM. Again, particle quality, you don't notice it in game. The pictures make it look like it's just going to be squares on your screen, and it doesn't even look like that in game. If you are streaming or recording and you need as much PC usage as possible, definitely have both of these on low. You won't even notice that they're on low, so definitely would recommend this. When it comes to bullet impacts and sprays, it's entirely up to you if you want this on or off. When I'm streaming, I don't usually have it on, because it just takes up extra RAM and it really makes no difference unless you're someone who's trying to spray everything up and you're looking at the bullets that you've shot, which I mean no one really does, so you should be fine. Just have it on disabled. Again, it uses less RAM than needed, and again for tessellation I have that disabled, because like I say, you don't notice it in game. It's not something you're going to be like, oh, I really wish I could see the depth of this rock. Do you know what I'm saying? You're more concentrated on what you're doing. You're not worried about all of that. So even if you're not streaming, these settings can be turned all the way down and it will make no difference to your gameplay, other than the fact it will run it better, but visually it doesn't actually make that much of a difference. And then shadow and lighting, I go for shadow map resolution on low. It literally makes zero difference. Obviously with nice shadows, it does make the game look a bit better, but as I say, you're not worried about shadows and things like that when you are running about the map trying to get in gunfights. The last thing you're looking at is, oh, that door has a really nice shadow coming off of it. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't need them. Again, for the cache spot shadows, I have that disabled. I have sun shadows disabled. Particle lighting, I do have on low, but sometimes I do mess about with this and put it a little bit higher, just because it does make the game look a bit nicer when there's explosions going off and different things like that. And in Warzone, there's quite a lot of that. So sometimes I do bump the particle lighting up depending on how the game's running and how my PC's performing. On ambient occlusion, is that how you say it? I don't know, but I always have this disabled. It literally makes zero difference in the game. Like, you don't I actually have no idea what it even does. I've played with this on disabled, I've played with it on that one, I've played with it there, and I've played with it on both, and I literally cannot tell the difference. So I just play with it disabled. It uses less RAM, so it's always a bonus. So when it comes to screen space reflection, I just have this on normal. So for post-processing effects, I do run the Filmic SMA T2X. As for streaming, I found that this works really well. I'm not actually too sure why that is. Like, this isn't my speciality, this sort of stuff, but when I played with it off, it seemed to lag the stream out, and I don't know what was happening. But as soon as I switched to this one, I read somewhere if you play it on this one, the stream will just run really smoothly. Yeah, like I say, I'm not too sure why this is, but it seemed to run better for me personally on Filmic SMA T2X. So if it doesn't work for you, then just keep messing about with these different settings and see what works best. Off might work best for you, but for me, this is the one that I found works the best. So depth of field, I have disabled. I don't like it. I don't like the way that it plays. But if you guys do want to use this, then obviously this is fully up to you. This is your choice. Filmic strength, I always run on 0. It makes the game look worse when you have it up. So play it on 0. The game looks cleaner anyway. It plays better, and it's just a win-win. World motion and weapon motion blur is great for when you're actually trying to get good gameplay. I mean, it looks good. The game looks good with both of these on, but it is just pointless. Like, I don't even like having them on. So for me, I have them both disabled. It makes your gameplay better, like I say, and it just makes it look better in general. You can concentrate better. It just, in everything about having these disabled for me is so much better than having it enabled. And in terms of fill grain, I have it on 0. As you can see on the right, it has some weird, it looks horrible even in the pictures with film grain on. I always run it on 0. The game just looks better. I would recommend this for anyone that's playing any particular game, like even if you're not streaming or recording. I would recommend having film grain and filmic strength both on 0. It just makes the game look so much better. So like I say, when it comes to general settings, it literally makes no difference what you want to run. You can run anything on here as you want. Obviously, it's all personal. Field of view, you can run wherever you want to run that. I run it at about 103, 105, something like that. Brightness is something that is fully up to you. Like, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, there is a filter you can get to put on your game to make the game look brighter, and it's just overpowered for dark spaces. Like, I genuinely have a look on YouTube for this filter. It makes the game look so much better. So yeah, like I say, all this general stuff is entirely up to you. You do whatever you want with it. It's up to your preference. It makes no difference how the stream will perform or the game will perform while streaming or recording. So just go back, pause it on all the different bits on the graphics, and you will see exactly what I run. Try these out for yourself. If you have to roll with them a little bit, let me know in the comments below how you found these settings for yourself when streaming and recording. Like I say, if you do have to alter it yourself, let me know what bits you changed and why you had to change it. But hopefully, in general, this video has helped you out, and you are going to now be able to run a better stream and some better gameplay. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Like I say, if you are new around here, smash that subscribe button and turn notifications on. Also, go follow me over on twitch.tv/Harry17p. We're streaming every single day over there right now, so make sure you are coming through. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching all the way to the end. I'll catch you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.